audible? Are you able to hear me? Prabhavati, Nixon, Racy, Kelvin, Suraj, Vishwanath and Sunil. Are you able to hear me? Is my voice audible? Okay. Okay, fine. So, Niharika ma'am is ill today, so she won't be taking class. I'm going to take her class. Okay. So, I'll be teaching my subject with her. That is HR. Nixon was asking this thing before when the class started. But my net was a bit slow. So, I was not able to reply to you verbally. I was speaking, but my voice was not able to reach you people. Fine. So, do you know what is motivation? How will you define motivation? In simple terms. Just describe motivation as you understand it. What is motivation? So, what is motivation? Can you define motivation? You just need to define in your own terms, simple language, as you see that thing. What motivation is? Come on, please describe motivation as you. Motivation is to encourage. Okay. It's not there. You know, motivation is very important, right? It helps us in achievement of our goals, right? And if I'm feeling a bit low and if someone motivates me, then I will recollect myself back and I would be able to work in the positive direction, right? So motivation is important in personal life as well as in professional life. Okay. And it keeps you positive. It keeps you going. Okay. See, motivation is a very important for an organization because of the following benefit it provides. Put human resources into action. So see, if when we work in an organization, what all things motivates us? Positive work environment, the dream to grow big, to earn more, and even the salary package. All these stuffs motivates you, right? Right? Okay. Every concern requires physical, financial, and human resource to accomplish the goals. It is through motivation that the human resource can be utilized by making full use of it. So see, once the project is being chalked out and if I get my role, if some role is being allotted to me, okay, based on that project, then it will motivate me because I know what I should do, right? I am clear with my role in that project, right? And then I will use the human resource which is available in that organization, and I will complete my role in that project, right? I will make the full use of it, right? Right, everyone? This can be done by building willingness in employees to work. This will help the enterprise in securing best possible utilization of resources. So if the employees are motivated, if the team is motivated, that they can best utilize the resources which are available to achieve the desired result, right? Improves level of efficiency of employees. See, motivation makes us positive, and if I am positive, I am going to apply my creativity too into some work, okay, rather than just working on predefined notions, right? So this will improve my efficiency, right? The level of a subordinate or an employee does not only depend upon his qualifications and abilities. For getting best of his work performance, the gap between ability and willingness has to be fulfilled. So see, I might be very capable of doing something, but if I'm not willing to do that, then my skills are useless, right? And even if I am having ample of resources which is being needed to fulfill that, role, I won't utilize it because I'm not willing to do that, right? So if someone is motivating me, then I will utilize best of my abilities and I will do the work, right? This will result into increase in productivity, reduce cost of operations and improve overall efficiency. So if each and every employee is meeting out with their responsibilities, whatever role is being allotted to them as per the project, then it will improve the overall efficiency, right everyone? And it will lead to the achievement of organizational goals. The goals of an enterprise can be achieved only when the following factors takes place. This is best possible utilization of resources. There is a cooperative work environment, okay? And see, if I am positive and if I am motivated, I won't mind in helping my, teammates in providing them information they are looking for, because I'll be positive. Motivation keeps you positive, right? So there will be a cooperative work environment in that organization. The employees are goal directed and they act in a purposive manner. Goals can be achieved if coordination and cooperation takes place. So it's not like one can just finish even if you are meeting out your roles, if you are, some role as per the project, you will be allotted certain roles, right? So if, you are playing your role efficiently, but still, you need the, cooperation of your teammates, right? Simultaneously, right? So this can be done through motivation. Is it clear? Is it clear, everyone? Okay. Build friendly relationship. Motivation is an important factor which brings employees satisfaction. This can be done by keeping into mind and framing an incentive plan for the benefit of them. Because obviously money, all of us work for money. Money might not be the sole priority, but it does owe some importance in our life, if not much importance, right? Because it is the driving force. It runs our family. It helps us in fulfilling our hobbies, right? And it gives us a good lifestyle. So all of us wants to earn good package, right? So money is motivating, right? And even if promotion is also motivating, right? So that's why in order to keep the employees motivated, monetary and non-monetary incentives are there in every organization. Promotion opportunities are there because all of us want to move higher and higher in hierarchy. We just don't want to stay in the position from where we have started, right? All of us want to get promoted so that we can get better incentive and packages. Okay. Disincentive for inefficient employees. In order to build a cordial, friendly atmosphere in a concern, the above steps should be taken by a manager. This will help in effective cooperation, which brings stability. Industrial dispute and unrest in employees will reduce. See, if I am motivated, I would be able to meet out with my responsibility efficiently. I will behave well with my team members, and that will lead to the success of project. And if some project is successful, in that case, the unrest and dispute between the employees would reduce, right? The employees will be adaptable to the changes and there will be no resistance to the change. And see, if someone is motivated, they won't mind in adapting to the change, right? This will help in providing a smooth and sound concern in which individual interests will coincide with the organizational interests. This will result, see, if I have got certain interests, okay, see, many times it is being suggested that just go for a job or a field which suits your interest. If you want to be an artist, just be an artist rather than being a doctor, right? This is because if your personal interest coincides with that of the domain you have chosen for yourself career, then you would be able to do exceptionally well in that because you will put your soul and heart into that, right? So similar is applicable in organizations too. Okay, if if I am motivated, I will take my individual interest will coincide with that of organizational interest. This will result in profit. See, if I take organization as my own company, if I'll get that factor, I mean, if I'll develop that feeling, then I will do best in the favor. I will, utilize my best of abilities to do something for organization, right? In that case, it will, this organization, this will make the maximum profits and you'll be more productive for them, right? Is it clear? Is it clear, everyone? Nixon, Tracy, Suraj, Vishwanath, Sunil, Prabhavati and Kelvin. Yeah. Leads to stability of workforce. Stability of workforce is very important from the point of view of reputation and goodwill of a concern. See, if I'm continuously being motivated in an organization, I'm getting good incentives, okay, I am continuously getting promotions, I am being appreciated for my good work, then I will stick to that organization, right? And in that case, I'll be productive. Because if they are hiring a new employee, if I they'll have to train them, and in training also, they have to put in their training does require, first of all, if you train an employee, it will take time for them to adjust in the company, right? And secondly, you in training also they spend money, right? So rather than that, if they can just keep the previous employees intact to the organization, okay, by keeping them motivated in terms of money, promotions and everything, then they will they don't have to spend more money on hiring other people and choosing them, because choosing someone appropriate is a rigorous process, okay, and even learning about the new organization, the kind of work they are looking for, does takes time. So this is how company can save time, okay, if they can keep the previous employees intact to them, right? The skills and efficiency of employees will always be advantage to employees as well as employees. This will lead to a good public image in the market, which will attract competent and qualified people into a concern. As it is said, old is gold. This suffices with the role of motivation here. The older the people are, more experienced, and they are see, if I get adjusted to something, okay, then what will happen? That will be a habit, okay. If I'm working in an organization from 10 years, I would be able to do more justice to that organization because I understand them well, as I'm more experienced. I had been working here since 10 years, right? From the above discussion, we can say that motivation is an internal feeling which can be understood only by manager, okay, since he is in close contact with employees. Needs, wants and desires are interrelated, and they are driving forces to act. These needs can be understood by the manager, and he can frame motivation plans accordingly. So manager, we actually think that the only role manager plays is to make the team work. It's not like this. They even motivate the employees, because they might not be having the same amount of zeal all the time. Sometimes they feel low, sometimes they feel happy. So it's up to them. It's a human nature. We cannot be happy all the time. So if I am feeling low, okay, in that case, I won't feel like working, right? So in that case, if someone is motivating me, okay, and it's not like they are just going to imply the same motivation plans on each and every employee. They understand the nature because they work in close proximity with all the team members. So they are going to plan motivation theories accordingly as per your nature. Because what fits to me, what motivates me can be demotivating for you, right? They understand this thing too, and they plan accordingly. We can say that motivation therefore is a continuous process, since motivation process is based on needs which are unlimited. The process can be continued throughout. We can summarize by saying motivation is important both to an individual and business. So motivation is needed in all areas of life. Okay. Motivation is important to an individual as motivation will help him achieve his personal goals. If an individual is motivated, he will have a job satisfaction. Okay. Motivation will help in self-development of an individual, and they won't mind in adapting to a change. They will be able to adapt well to a change. Okay. They won't be resistant in that case. An individual will always gain by working with a dynamic team. Similarly, motivation is important to a business as the more motivated the employees are, the more empowered the team is, right? The more is the teamwork and individual employee contribution, more profitable and successful is the business. During periods of amendment, there will be more adaptability and creativity. Motivation will lead to an optimistic and challenging attitude at workplace. Optimistic means positive. So is it clear what role motivation plays as far as life goes, as far as business goes, as far as organization goes? Do you have any questions for me? Anyone out there? Please let me know if you have got some questions for me. Okay, now let's do one case study. The case of Martha Stewart. I am an individual, but I am a business. Martha Stewart, the individual, has become Martha Stewart, the brand. Her tabloid celebrity. What is tabloid? What's the meaning of word tabloid? Anyone out there? What is tabloid? What is tabloid? Meaning. Meaning, please. Sensational. Something that is a sensation. Sensational. Okay? See, I hope my voice is perfect now. I got disconnected at the middle of the session. I'm really sorry about it. Sometimes it does happen. I hope I am perfectly audible now. Racing. Voice audible? I'm really sorry about this. Okay. Annette is playing pranks with me today, so that's the reason why I'm getting disconnected again and again over nothing. I mean, there's some issue with my internet today. I hope my voice is perfectly audible now. Racy, Nixon, Suraj, Vishwanath, Prabhavati, and Kelvin. Okay. Now, so we were reading about that lady, Martha Stewart, who is the CEO of some company. Okay. Now, let's proceed ahead. Yeah. So let me read about her, and then I'll tell you what has to be done. Okay. Her tabloid celebrity, her status as a walking, talking brand name, and her role as CEO of a publicly held corporation turned what would otherwise have been a simple case into treacherous web of legal and corporate issues. Miss Perfectionist. Okay. So she's also known as Miss Perfectionist, domestic doyen, and a role model for any. What is this domestic doyen? What is this domestic doyen? What is the meaning of this word? Does anyone know that? Domestic doyen. Domestic is okay, but what is doyen? Doyen. What is that? See, doyen is a woman who is the senior member of a particular group. Okay? Is it clear? So, being a CEO, she is known as doyen, senior member of the group. So, she is the domestic doyen, okay? Because she is the woman sitting at a high level corporate position, okay? So, someone who is high in a hierarchy, especially a woman, is known as doyen, right? Is the second most written written about women in the world. Racy, is my voice okay? The well-known entrepreneur of the United States who turned the art of homemaking and keeping into a billion-dollar business. Martha Stewart, living Omnimedia Inc. encountered hard times when she was convicted in a scandal. Okay? Is it clear? Is my voice okay? Okay, fine. She was convicted for her actions, which are considered to be less harmful in a corporate world that witnessed more serious scandals. Her case called for a rethinking of certain basic notions in free market economy, ethics in business, the role of government regulation, and more importantly, the perils and promises of a personal branding. Now, the making of MSO. What is this MSO? Martha Stewart Living Omnimedia. This is the name of the company. Okay. Coming from the humble mooring. Okay. What is this mooring? What is the meaning of word mooring? Anyone? Mooring. What is that? Please let me know if you know it. What is mooring? Yeah. Okay. Martha Stewart owed her culinary and gardening skills to her parentage in a working class family in New Jersey in the 1940 and 1950. She was one of the first few women who entered the Wall Street in 1968 as a stockbroker with the New York Stock Exchange. She took to catering business in the 1970s and honed her skills in keeping kitchen, arranging parties, designing interiors, the Martha Stewart way. So she used to, heat kitchens, arrange parties, and design interiors in her own way in 1970s. Okay. Haunt. What is the meaning of this word haunt? What is the meaning of word haunt? What is the meaning of word haunt? Anyone? Haunt means to become perfect over a period of time. Okay. To become perfect over a period of time. Okay. To grow, excellent in something over a period of time. Okay. Now, she made her way into publishing with her first book, Entertaining, in 1982, and produced a variety of books, videotapes, CDs, and television specials. Martha launched her renowned magazine, Martha Stewart, Living, in collaboration with uh, Time Warner in 1990, and television series by the same name in 1993. Her regular appearance on television made her a household name in the US. Okay. The MSO expanded when it went public on the New York Stock Exchange in 1999. The enormous edifice of the company stood on four business segments: publishing, television, merchandising, and internet direct commerce, with 8 core content areas, that is home, cooking, entertaining, gardening, crafts, holiday, weddings, pet keeping, and baby and kids. At 62, Martha states, "I am an individual, but I am a business. Martha Stewart, the individual, has become Martha Stewart, the brand, owing to her hard work." But it appeared as though all her perfection was not infallible when, perhaps in her bid to just have more, Martha went pennywise. What is this pennywise? What is this pennywise? Anyone? Pennywise. What is the meaning of that word? Pennywise. In terms of money, correct. Martha Stewart, who made history for the good things she showed the world, was in news in June 2003, perhaps the first time for the wrong reason. Earlier, she was always in news for the good reasons. Okay. She quit as chairman and CEO of the company she founded when she was indicted on the charges of security fraud, obstructing justice, conspiracy, and lying. She was accused of insider trading for selling her shares of IM Clone, a biotech company, after being alleged tipped off a stock sale by her friend Samuel Waxel, the chief executive and chairman of IM Clone, on December 27, 2001. Martha sold 3928 shares for 100,000. Okay, $225,000, thereby avoiding a loss around, a loss of around $51,000 when the stock tumbled the next trading day following the FDA disapproval of IM Clone's cancer drug Erbutep. Okay, is it clear? What is this tumbled? What is the meaning of word tumbled? Anyone? To fall down suddenly, collapse. The stock markets might have collapsed. Okay, falling down, collapsing. Now, you have to answer these questions. That is, why do people hate Martha? Okay. So why do people hate Martha? That is the question. So you have to answer this thing. Why do people hate Martha? You have to write the reasons for the same. So kindly write it down, please. Come on. Why do people hate Martha? You have to write the reasons for the same. Please write down the answer in the chat box itself. Why do people hate Martha? You have to write answer to that question. Why do people hate Martha? Are you writing the answer? Nixon, Racy, Suraj, Vishwanath, Prabha, Kelvin and Sunil. Why do people hate Martha? You have to write answer for that. Please write it down. Okay, you can do the same. I don't mind it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, that's good. Now, let's proceed ahead to the topic which we were doing. Okay, let's focus on that. Okay, yeah, scandals. Okay, let's switch over to the motivation theory. Okay, till now we were reading about, or we were understanding about what motivation is and what role it plays in an organization. Okay, and why is it so important, and even in individual's life. Okay. Okay. Now, let's deal with motivation theories. I hope you are able to see the board properly. Everyone out there, are you able to see the board properly? Okay. Now, process theories explain how workers select behavior actions to meet their needs and determine their choices. The following theories each offer advice and insight on how people actually make choices to work hard or not to work hard based on their individual preferences, the available rewards and the possible work outcomes. Okay. Equity theory. What does that say? Please pay heed to the board. This is a very important theory. Okay. According to the equity theory, based on the work of J. Stacy Adams, workers compare the reward potential to the effort they must expend. So if I am getting more rewards for something, I will work harder for it. Okay. Need, effort to achieve goal to obtain reward. So if I am getting better rewards for something, as per this theory, I am going to work hard for that. But employees just do not look at their potential rewards. They look at the rewards of other as well. It's not like they're just going to consider, when it comes to this theory, they're going to consider what rewards they're getting. They also consider what rewards other people might get for the same. Inequities occur when people feel that their rewards are inferior to the rewards offered to the person sharing the same workload. Okay. Employees who feel that they are being treated inequitably may exhibit the following behaviors. According to this theory, if I'm getting more rewards for something, I'm going to work harder for the same. Okay. And suppose both of you and me are working in the same domain on the same project, and both of us have the same roles to play, and if you are getting more rewards than me, okay, then it will develop dissatisfaction in my behavior, and I will start putting less effort in my job. I will ask for rewards, I'll ask for better treatment, I'll find ways to make their work seem better by comparison. I mean, I'll make everything I can do to prove myself better than the other person. Transfer or quit my job. Okay. The equity theory makes a good point. People behave according to their perceptions. What a manager thinks is irrelevant to an employee, because the real issue is the way an employee perceives his or her situation. Okay. Rewards perceived as equitable should have positive results on job satisfaction and performance. Those rewards perceived as inequitable may create job dissatisfaction. Suppose if I am some people, they get happy over something, they work better in projects where they are likely to get better rewards, right? Okay, but if I'll start comparing my rewards with that of others, it will create job dissatisfaction and also will influence my performance level, right? I will have that deep-seated mentality in that case. This thing will be deep-seated in my mentality in that case, that okay, I am working on same project, I am putting in my best efforts, okay, but still he is getting better rewards. So why I need to work more, right? Every manager needs to ensure that any negative consequences from equity comparisons are avoided or at least minimized when rewards are allocated. Informed managers anticipate perceived negative inequities when especially visible rewards such as pay increase or promotions are allocated. Instead of letting equity concerns get out of hand, these managers carefully communicate the intended value of rewards being given, clarify the performance appraisals upon which these rewards are based, and suggest appropriate comparison points. Fine? Is this theory clear to everyone? Equity theory. Is it clear? If not, please do ask me. So, equity theory of motivation. I have got one very humorous video for the same. I'm going to share the link for the same. Okay, you can just watch it to get the better understanding of this theory. Fine, everyone. Is it clear, everyone? Please watch that video. And rest of the theories after this I'll be teaching in my class. Okay, so you'll have to come to that class. Okay. So just watch this video. I hope me taking two classes, you might be feeling boring because the same teacher is taking two classes, and that too one after the another. I mean back-to-back classes. I hope it won't be boring for you. And she teaching the same topic, that is HR. Please let me know your views about it. I hope this is not boring for you. One teacher taking both the classes, same topic is there. Okay. If it is boring for you, then I'll change the topic. Okay. Okay, you can just focus on that video and then we'll see what has to be done next. Once you are done with that video, please let me know. So I'm going to end this class. Now you need to attend my class. I'll be teaching you the same theory there. Okay, and you can take 5 minutes break if you want. Okay, so please be there in my class, and don't forget to fill the feedback form for this class as well.